I'm here today with Marlene Shiels, the Chief Executive of Capital Credit Union, and we're going to be looking at the whole issue of personal debt and the sort of solutions that are available to people if they're struggling at the moment. So, Marlene, what is the current position given COVID and furlough and all that's going on at the moment?
Well, thank you, Stuart. That's a very good question and obviously very timely as we come out of the pandemic. There is government statistics that say that up to 3 to 5 million more people than currently are looking for debt solutions are going to come into that space, which is a really worrying statistic. And of course, a lot of that is down to things like the furlough scheme is going to be ending soon. And what we expect to see is a lot more high street shops closing, a lot more firms, perhaps in the hospitality industry, that won't survive either. So at Capital Credit Union, we're already thinking about how can we help our members who might find themselves in a position where they need to look for a debt solution and they haven't had to do that before. So it's quite a scary landscape for them as well.
One stat that I saw was that 14.5 million people have less than £100 in savings. So there is obviously a problem with financial resilience at the moment.
Yes, that's a very worrying statistic, isn't it? 14.5 million people who don't have access to a nest egg to fall back on if they experience some sort of an emergency. And that could be anything from their car breaking down, that they get a flat tire, that their washing machine breaks down. So here at Capital Credit Union, we're very much about building wealth. We're very much about building a nest egg. We're very much about building a financial future for all of our members through saving. And members can save as little as £1 a week, and it's remarkable how quickly that soon mounts up. But it's our goal to make sure that all of our members have financial resilience. They have a nest egg to fall back on when they need it and when times get a little bit tough. And as I said earlier, we're expecting a lot of people to be struggling and stressed financially over the coming months and years as a result of the pandemic.
So, Marlene, if I'm sitting at home listening to this and I'm, as you have said, financially stressed, what should I do? What can Capital Credit Union do to help me?
So the first thing we want our members to do is come to the credit union. We want our members to talk to us first and foremost, because we have so many tools in our toolbox that can help members, whether that's releasing some of their existing savings, whether that's giving them a loan to get them through whatever financial challenge that they're facing, whether that's getting a consolidation loan to wrap up some debts into one debt to make it more affordable. There are many, many things that we can do as a credit union to help our members who are financially stressed or financially they're just needing a little bit of an extra helping hand to get them over whatever hurdle, whatever challenge they're facing at the moment. So the message is talk to us first. There's a lot we can do to help.
It sounds like communication is absolutely of paramount importance if people are struggling.
Yeah, we want people to come to us first. The difficulty is there's so many firms out there that are encouraging people to go down debt solutions that aren't necessarily the right solutions for our members. So by coming to us first, we can at least either help internally with products and services that we have available. And if we're not able to help through either savings or loans, then we have good partnerships with other organisations such as Step Change, such as Citizens Advice Bureaus. So, we work very well with other organisations to give that all-rounded support to our members. But again, it's talk to us first, because there is a lot we can do to help.
You touched there on the wrong kind of debt solutions. Could you maybe expand a wee bit?
My concern at the moment is that our members will go seeking debt solutions that aren't right for them. There are many solutions that we have here at the credit union, but if we're not able to help, we want to work hand in hand with the agencies out there that are finding the right solution for individuals. There are a lot of solutions out there that are not necessarily good for members because members don't understand the solutions, and what we want to try and do is educate our members to make sure that they do find a solution that is right for them. Quite a number of the debt solutions out there will affect a member's credit rating, and they don't understand that, and these solutions are not always very clear. members very often get seduced into a fast solution because it seems that they can walk away from that debt with no consequences. Well, unfortunately, you can't walk away from any debt in Scotland without some consequences, and usually that is it will have an impact on your credit rating going forward. So again, the message is talk to us, let us help you find the right solution, the one that's best for you, that doesn't put you in a worse position.
If you go down the wrong solution and you end up in a worse position and you say it affects your credit rating, what does that stop you doing going forward?
Well, the most obvious thing is if you default on a loan with any lender, including the credit union, and you don't get the right solution to repay that loan or to have the loan written off, but in an orderly way, what happens then is your credit rating is affected for the future. And the very obvious thing is you will struggle to get credit from anywhere going forward. And if you do get credit, it's likely to be at a very, very high cost. And because the risk, of course, to the lender now as a result of your previous situation. And for anyone who's looking for a mortgage, if you've gone down a debt solution and it hasn't been the right solution for you and you haven't worked with your creditors in an orderly way, then the likelihood is you will struggle to get a mortgage as well. So for anyone who's hoping to get on the mortgage ladder for the first time, it's really, really important that if you are stressed or struggling financially, you work with your lender. If that's the credit union, we're here, we're ready, we're on standby, but work with your lender to find the best solution to move you forward so that your credit rating isn't affected and that you can get on with your life financially in the future.
This sounds, from what you're saying, that it's a fairly major societal problem. This isn't just one or two people with some debt issues and picking the wrong solutions. This could be a societal issue.
Absolutely. And if I go back to what I said right at the beginning, the regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority, expects that 3 to 5 million more people are expected in the next 12 months to be looking for debt solutions. That's on top of a society that is already struggling with debt. That's on top of a society that is already, it has seen our free debt advice agencies actually struggling to cope with the demand currently. So if they're struggling to cope with the demand currently, imagine 3 to 5 more million people coming into a space where there's not really any additional resource. So yes, it is a societal issue. It is an issue that government needs to be looking at. It's an issue that government needs to be looking at in a way that they're supporting the debt agencies that are providing free advice, because they don't have a vested interest like some of the paid for debt agencies where it's all about profit. It's not about people.
Okay, obviously one of the things that Capital has put together is the COVID Wellbeing Package, which I assume you hope will help tackle this sort of tidal wave of personal debt that's coming down the line.
Yes, over the last 14 months, we have been listening to what our members need. We've been listening to what they've been telling us, and we've developed a whole range of products and services and educational pieces to help our members get over the challenges that are coming down the pipe for many. So we've actually we've taken a whole new approach to the Capital Credit Union offering, if you like. We've always offered products, services and education, but we're doing that now in an entirely different way. And we're working with employers and we're working with other agencies to deliver our Financial Wellbeing Package, which we hope post-COVID will give everyone an opportunity to get themselves financially fit and financially resilient. And as I say, we're doing that through different products. We've introduced some new products for members specifically off the back of COVID, including our Take a Break loan and our Flexi loans, which members tell us they want and they need. We are doing advice clinics, and as I mentioned, we're working with employers to reach greater numbers of people who would benefit from saving and borrowing from a credit union and would benefit from the educational pieces that go along with being a member of Capital Credit Union.
So some frightening stats that you've given us there, Marlene. Obvious answer in the first instance, speak to Capital Credit Union.
Yes, we're here, we're ready, we're listening, we've got products and services that we think our members need, so come to us first. We genuinely have a lot of tools in our toolbox to help members get to where they need to be, to build wealth, to borrow ethically and responsibly, and to be financially fit for the future.